Hello there everyone, it's NightBlossom here and welcome to this lovely Q&A. Before I begin, I want to thank everyone who has once again supported me and my channel, who's hit that subscribe button, who's shared my work, and who have also submitted some wonderful questions to me. I have received so many from each of you. Again, thank you all so much, and I look forward to going through them. So I'm going to start with the questions that were submitted to me by Twitter first, and then I will move on to the questions that were on the 4K announcement video. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first question comes from ShadowGear Audio. By the way, he is a wonderful ASMR artist, so I highly recommend you go check him out. ShadowGear asks, why did you change from Mama NightBlossom to NightBlossom? So there was a point where my channel was a little bit stagnant, and after getting some advice, it was advised to me to go for a bit of a name change and a new image. So I dropped the Mama and just went straight to NightBlossom, and it seems to be doing wonders at the moment. Sprocket asks, what made you want to start doing ASMR? So one of my passions in life is helping people, and after seeing many ASMR artists do things like comforting role plays and relaxing videos, and just seeing how much positive feedback they got and how much it helps them, I thought I'll give it a try also. So that's what got me started. Misa asks, what's your favorite wrestling match? Oh my goodness. Okay, this is a tough one because I do have a fair few. I would have to say, oh my god, there's so many. I'd have to say when The Undertaker retired Shawn Michaels. It is old school, but I prefer old school compared to new school. The reason being is because it was such an intense match and you could tell there was a lot at stake, so that's why it's my favorite. GP ASMR asks, how did you discover ASMR and do you get ASMR yourself? Can you please name your biggest influence in the community? So I discovered ASMR through a video on the Fine Brothers React channel, YouTubers React, and they were reacting to ASMR. It was there I discovered the first ever video I saw of gentle whispering. So from there I checked out her channel, and from there I just discovered many more talented ASMR artists. I do get ASMR myself, especially with soft speech as well as tapping. Biggest influence in the community, it's hard to pinpoint, there are so many. In terms of myself personally, I guess biggest influence would be people like Christopher Not Walken from the Dirty Nerdy Show. Honestly, he's done so much for me in my journey, so he's been an influence for me in this community, you know, getting my name out there and just showing people that, you know, that I'm here and this is what I do. Other people like other talented audio ASMR artists, so like Teacup Audio is another one. Oh gosh, there are so many to choose from. But yeah, they're just to name a few, they're the influences. CC Moon asks, what future video ideas are you looking forward to doing or wanting to try? So ideas I'm looking forward to, well, I do have many. Of course, I'm working very closely with my writer Max, who honestly has been such a huge help for my channel. There are some times where I struggle to find the time to write scripts myself these days, especially with work and other real life commitments, but in a way, working with Max, it helps bring our creative visions to life. As to ideas I wanted to try, there are a few ideas. I did have one for a possible yandere roleplay. It has been requested, I just haven't had the chance to sit down and properly have a think of how I would go about a roleplay like that. ShaunTheCHB asks, the ultimate question, Mario or Sonic? Who's your favourite and why? Sean, my friend, that would have to be Mario. I grew up mostly playing Mario. I did try Sonic, it really wasn't for me, and I stuck with Mario ever since. Leonard Reaper, sorry. Favorite animal, favorite color, favorite ASMR artist, favorite country, favorite place to visit, cold or hot, there we go. Well, that's a few there. So favorite animal would have to be a cat. My favorite color is purple. My favorite ASMR artist, please don't make me choose, I've got so many favorites. Favorite country, my own, Australia, not being biased. Favorite place to visit, I haven't really travelled overseas, but if I were, I would like to travel to the States, or to Italy, or New Zealand, or England. Cold or hot? I'd have to go with cold. I prefer the cold weather. Okay, so that's the Twitter questions done. Thank you to those who submitted those questions on Twitter. Very much appreciated. So now, here we go. I'm now going to answer the questions on the actual video. I hope you don't mind all the clicking sounds as I get to the questions here. Also, a big thank you to those who have just left positive comments, so congratulating me on 4K. That truly means a lot, so thank you so much. Alright, so here we go with the YouTube questions. SCP-811B the Butcher asks, what is your favourite coffee or tea? So, I drink tea more so than coffee. In terms of tea, I do like a traditional English breakfast, or sometimes Earl Grey, but mostly English breakfast. As for coffee, I am currently drinking a Dunkin' Donuts French vanilla flavoured coffee that was sent to me from a fellow little cub. Really delicious. But I don't drink coffee as often as I used to. The Gregster asks, what video games do you play? So I am a sucker for a good story. So mainly role-playing games, MMOs, pretty much anything with a good storyline to it. So for example, the Diablo franchise, the Witcher franchise, Final Fantasy. I recently started playing Vampire, which again has a really good story to it. I sometimes play strategy games like StarCraft, also casual strategy like Don't Starve Together. Okay, so the next one comes from, I'm sorry if I mispronounce any names by the way. Chan Jus, I think. They ask, are you ticklish? And if so, where the most? I am indeed ticklish, and the most would be the bottom of my feet. So for anyone who tries to tickle my feet, I'm not responsible if I kick you. I'm very ticklish under my feet. Tiger Lily Wildflower asks, what inspired you to start ASMR? So going back again, I love helping people, and so far on my journey, just seeing how my work has been helping so many in dark times, it's what keeps me going, and it has me wanting to continue for as long as I possibly can. Some Welsh guy asks, which is your favourite video that you've done? Oh my gosh. I have done a lot of videos, I will admit. I will have to say my favourite would have to be the one entitled Let Me Be Your First, and there are a few reasons for that. One of them being it's the first proper collaboration effort with myself and my writer Max. We both took parts in writing the script, and I found it really fun to perform. I felt I was showing more of my naturally sassy sort of side, and I find it's making you know, it's showing other people, or everyone I should say, this side of me that I rarely show, and I do plan on showing this sassy side a little more. Joshua Williams asks, what got you to create these amazing, creative, loving and caring videos? So when I first started the role plays, I originally started by doing a script fill on a video that was done, or a script I should say, that was written by Cardlin Audio. I was fortunate enough to be able to have a chat with the guy. He's absolutely sweet. I told him what I wanted to do and asked his permission. He said yes. So I went ahead, and from there I just enjoyed getting into, I wouldn't say that character, but in that frame of mind where this is someone who needs my help, so I'm going to do what I can to help them. Liam Hughes asks, who is your favourite actor and what movie of theirs is your favourite? Congratulations on passing 4K. Thank you very much, Liam. My favourite actor, God rest his soul, is Robin Williams. And my favourite movie of theirs is The Birdcage. Absolutely funny movie, I highly recommend it. Raimundo Alcantara asks, how do you feel watching your followers and supporters increasing now getting to 4K? Love you and your videos. Thank you very much, Raimundo. Honestly, it feels really surreal. There were a few points where I didn't think I would reach such heights as these, and I'm still growing, and honestly, I'm shocked, but I'm also grateful at the same time. Olivia Amy asks, 1,000 Hershey bars or 10 pounds of your favorite ice cream? Girl, I'd have to go with the 10 pounds of ice cream. And in terms of my favorite, pretty much anything with chocolate. Stefan F to me asks, you will make RP with Facecam. At the moment, I'm more comfortable going audio. I have done on-camera videos before, and I feel they weren't doing that well, and I also feel that they were hindering my channel's growth, hence why they're no longer able to be seen on my channel. Saram Jakra asks, are you going to do a stalker kidnapping series? Love your videos, by the way. Thank you very much. So in terms of kidnapping series, I have done one video where I'm the kidnappee rather than the kidnapper. But going back to a previous question, one of the ideas I'd like to try is a yandere sort of series or audio. Again, we shall see how that all goes. Swan Whispers ASMR, another wonderful ASMR artist by the way, please go check them out. They ask, what is your favourite place in Australia? I would have to say I do enjoy going to the Gold Coast, mainly because I do like going to the beach. I love being near the water. I remember as a kid, my grandparents lived on the Gold Coast, and it would be many, many trips to the beach throughout the summer. So many fun memories there. Rogue Raptor 99 asks, how has your day been? My day has been, well, at least today anyway. It didn't start off the greatest, but it's now gotten better. So thank you very much for asking. Thales Bruno asks, do you think about doing lewd ASMR? The answer is no. I plan on being one of those ASMR artists that doesn't resort to audio erotica, especially to gain notoriety. It may work for some, but I personally want to be different from that. I don't mind some of the role plays I'm doing now, but that's as far as I'm going to go. Cinnamon Roll Lord asks, what song do you like the most besides the songs in your server that is played in the Music Party VC? So those that are in my Discord server, I do like to host music parties where we just sit in the Music VC and we just listen to music. And I find it's fun because we get to see everyone's different tastes in music. In terms of what song I like the most, I would have to say that would be One Man in My Heart by The Human League, my favourite 80s group of all time, along with a recent favourite, It's a Sin by the Pet Shop Boys. Miss Rivers Audio, another wonderful ASMR artist, so go check her out, highly recommend it. They ask, which ASMR artist do you wish to make a collaboration with? There are so many that I would like to collaborate with. Miss Rivers, yourself, I would love to collaborate with you sometimes, so if ever you'd like to, just hit me up. There are some newer ASMR artists I've come across that I would love to collaborate with. It's really... I've got so many. It's kind of hard to name. There are some I wouldn't mind collaborating with again. I wouldn't mind collaborating with Articulate Design ASMR again. Maddie Tingles is another one. Tyrell Aduelo is another one, just to name a few. Gryffindor Prefect asks, Molly was beaten by her mum because she was drunk. Question, who was drunk? Molly, I'm guessing? I have no idea. That is an interesting question though. Insomnial, another talented ASMR artist and also a dear friend of mine. One of my Discord children. He has 3 questions for me. What's your favorite type of ASMR video to make? What's your #1 advice for beginner ASMR artists? What's your biggest pet peeve in ASMR? And bonus question, how are you so charming? Oh, that's sweet. So my favorite type of ASMR video to make, honestly, going back to a previous question, I am enjoying the girlfriend role plays. As of late, I find that I'm showing more of my natural self and more of my personality into it. My #1 advice for beginner ASMR artists, don't let the numbers be the reason that you're doing it. Don't just do it because you want to be famous or you want to be the biggest ASMR artist in the community. Do it because it's what you love doing. If it's your passion, then do it. Because if you enjoy it, numbers don't matter. What's your biggest pet peeve in ASMR? Well, if we're talking types of ASMR, I am personally not too fond of the yandere or kidnapping or torture role plays that I'm seeing. I mean, not that I'm being judgmental to those who enjoy them, not at all. It's just myself personally, I do not enjoy them, so. How am I so charming? Well, thank you, Insomnial. I'm just being me, to be honest. I'm just being me. Spooky Boy ASMR, another ASMR artist to check out, says, congrats, what made you want to start doing ASMR? So again, in terms of who inspired me to start, that would have to be Cardlin Audio himself. He recently hit 100k, so Cardlin, congratulations once again. Fully deserved, mate. Keep on going. So after seeing a lot of his work, it inspired me to want to start as well. The only difference being I started by doing some story reading, and then the script fill that I mentioned was the second video I ever uploaded, so I honestly wouldn't have even started if it wasn't for Cardlin. So Cardlin, if you're listening, thank you so much. Mistress Audio, another ASMR artist or audio personality to check out, asks, what is your ideal night in? So, my ideal night in. I have a few things that would be ideal for me. Either playing video games, or listening to music, or just hanging out with my followers on Discord. I don't mind going out to dinner with friends, but these days I'm just so busy with work and other things, I'm just too tired, so I prefer just hanging out with my followers. Gayatri PS asks, you have a lovely voice, really great. Your videos make me forget my troubles, dear. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much. Gentle Flutters ASMR, another ASMR artist to check out, guys. They ask, what's your favorite season and why? That would have to be autumn, or fall as it's called in other parts of the world. Mainly because over here it's not too hot, it's not too cold, and I love the colour of the foliage. It's absolutely gorgeous. Excuse me. Gothboy asks, what do you use as your microphone? That would have to be the Blue Yeti. I recently had to obtain a new one because my old one had finally died after nearly 2 years of hard work. Raven asks, I know this is pretty standard in the given times, but what drove you to do YouTube? Anything in particular or what you're doing now? So again, like I've said before, I just love helping people, and I've noticed throughout my journey into doing YouTube and all these role plays, I'm enjoying just acting and performing. Like it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Lone Wolf 22 asks, how have you become such a beautiful goddess bear? Oh, thank you. You're such a sweetie. Honestly, like I've said before, I'm just being me. I'm just being me. ASMR Gold, another ASMR artist to check out. And honestly, I only recently discovered her channel, but she is brilliant, so go check her out. She asks, what's your personal favorite ASMR trigger? Also, lovely voice. Why, thank you, my dear. My personal favorite ASMR trigger, I have 3. Soft speech, tapping, and keyboard typing. Okay. Michael Sergio Fisher Zaragoza, sorry for mispronouncing. Oh my goodness. So many questions. 13 in total. Okay, so I'll just read them and answer them as I go. How did you come up with your Bear Shifter one? I think that is one of my favorite current series that is going on in the ASMR community. So the Bear Shifter series is, I should say, the genius idea that's being written up by Crystal. So her and I sat down talking, and I'd mentioned how I wanted to do something similar to, you know, your werewolf or your vampire roleplay, but there was really nothing for a bear. So after talking, she came up with the first episode. Everyone liked it, and so we just kept going from there. What are you currently listening to as far as music? That would have to be 80s music. Could you send me a sample script for how people do an ASMR script? Because as a writer, I'm always looking for different techniques on writing a script. I can try and do that. I find that talking to different writers definitely helps as well. So talking to other ASMR artists that write their own scripts can definitely help as well. Also, shout out to his channel, by the way, so definitely check him out. When is the moment you realized that you made it on YouTube as a voice actress? Honestly, from the first roleplay that I did, even though it was a script fill, I knew that this was something I truly enjoyed doing. What is one thing that not many people know about you? Oh my gosh. See, that's a tough one because I like to feel that I'm rather open, especially with you guys. But I guess if there was something not many know about me... Okay. One thing that people may not know about me is I have a navel piercing. Yes, I got my belly button pierced as a 19th birthday present to myself. How do I go about asking you to collaborate on a video or series? Either leave a message here on my YouTube or hit me up on Twitter. And I'm down to collaborate. I love it. It's so much fun working with other people. What is your favorite moment so far that you've done on your channel? My favorite moment? I think my favorite moment so far is when my collaboration with Max hit 50k views. It's actually my first video to hit that milestone. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness. So yeah, that's definitely an achievement. What is one person who made the biggest impact in your life so far? Without fail, that would have to be my dad. You know, he's not just my dad, he's my best friend, he's my confidant. You know, he's pretty much helped shape me into the woman that I am today. What is your favorite movie of all time? That would have to be the Lord of the Rings franchise. Who is your favorite artist of all time, music-wise? Pet Shop Boys and The Human League and Dead or Alive. What is one thing you wish you could do better but not really good at it? I would have to say... I wish I was better at having confidence within myself. I mean, I am in a good spot at the moment, but I feel I could do better. Where is one place you want to visit right now? That would have to be the States. There are so many of you from the States, and I hope to meet each and every one of you someday. Thank you for the questions there, Michael. Nicole asks, if you could visit anywhere in the world, where would it be? Also, congrats on hitting 4K. Much love to you. Thank you, Nicole. So, anywhere in the world, going back to a previous question, definitely the States, specifically LA, Chicago, maybe Virginia, Michigan, just to name a few states, Italy, New Zealand, and England. Speaking of my writer, Max asks, what is your issue with shrimp on the Barbie? Oh my goodness. Okay, so mainly the issue is, for as long as I've been living, I've rarely heard anyone in Australia use that term shrimp on the Barbie. We don't really call them shrimps here, at least not what I've heard. I mean, all my life I've mainly heard them being called prawns. So I think that's just a stereotype that's been pushed on, but it's fine. It's all good. Minecraft Builder asks, will you ever do a roleplay with face? And why do you do sexual ASMR? So, in terms of doing a roleplay on camera, as I've mentioned before, I feel that me being on camera was hindering my channel rather than helping it. And currently, because of my equipment and where I'm living, it would be difficult to do stuff on camera, like properly and professionally. And in terms of sexual ASMR content, I wouldn't like to think it's sexual, considering nothing actually happens in the role plays. I mean, there's definitely a bit of flirtiness there, but I wouldn't call it sexual. No Vids on my channel, just commenting, asks, what do you like to do in your free time? So, playing video games, listening to music, again, hanging out with my followers, and going to the gym. Number 2, name reveal one day. Oh, now, see, that's a tough one, because as much as I'd love to reveal even my first name, you know, for privacy reasons and, you know, tiny bit of paranoia, I don't think I'm ready. Number 3, just if you like, not really a question, but would you read some other German words? You already did so in one live stream and I liked it. Okay, well, I'll give it a try. Forgive my German accent. Regen, for rain. Lachen, laughing. Flüstern, whispering. And last but not least, Nachtblut. Oh, for NightBlossom. Oh, that's so lovely. Oh, thank you. And the last question comes from Internet of Taste ASMR. How did you decide to make your own channel? And congrats on the 4,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. So, like I've mentioned, many things inspired me to start my channel. Cardlin Audio for one. There is another ASMR artist that inspired me that I forgot to mention, and that goes by the name Jiggy Wiggy ASMR. Basically, after watching both Cardlin and Jiggy, I thought I can do this too. And also, again, going back, just wanting to help people and helping them in their time of need, really. Okay, so that is the end of the Q&A. So I want to thank each and every one of you once again for sending me all your questions and also for supporting me and my channel as well. Honestly, I wouldn't have made it this far without the support of each and every one of you, and I look forward to this channel and us as a community continuing to grow, to flourish, and to prosper. So again, thank you all so much for listening and for supporting, and until next time, sweet dreams to each and every one of you.